What fictional character could someone say, "Oh yeah, they're my role model"? About that would make you slowly back away? I know someone who aspires to be like Sheldon Cooper. My brother has autism and I can't tell you how many times people have told me it must be so cool to live with a guy like Sheldon Cooper. So, you think all autistic people tell condescending science jokes and make fun of the stupid woman next door, and that's what makes up living life as an autistic person? My brother gets really nervous about making phone calls and has the entire NHL rulebook memorized to the letter. Otherwise he's just my dickhead brother, and even if it was true, why would it be cool to live with a guy like Sheldon Cooper? Yeah, he's an utter asshole. I seriously don't understand this trend of idolizing assholes. I mean, they look good cool, but they'd be actual dickheads to work with. See, Dr. House. See, Rick Sanchez. Edit good cool. Zeus from Greek mythology. Don't stick your dick in that. Too late. Christian Grey. I read the books out of order by mistake. There was a lot of hype around the series those days. I assumed he was a 50-years-old creep at first while reading 50 Shades Darker, because that's exactly how the character acts. My guess would be it's because the author is a 50-year-old creep. Moriarty, from BBC Sherlock. Edit, originally had the Columbine shooters, but then I realized it said fictional. Second edit, well, this blew up exponentially. I was gonna say Sherlock from Sherlock ... he's insufferable. Glenn Quagmire. Literally any recurring Family Guy character. Even my boy Cleveland. Always amazed by the number of teenagers who take Tony Montana from Scarface as a role model. The whole point of the movie is to show how terrible of a person he is and how fucked up his vision of the American dream is. Also a lot of edgy kids comparing themselves to the Joker. We live in a society. Patrick Bateman. When I was using dating sites, there was an alarming amount of men who listed him as their hero. Very few could explain why they wanted to be someone who was either a sadistic serial killer and rapist or someone who was under so much pressure from the world he lived in that he fantasized about being one. The best case scenario was that they'd never seen the film or read the book and just really wanted to look like Christian Bale and own a transparent raincoat. Tate from American Horror Story. If you actually watched the show, how are you gonna share Tate GIFs on Tumblr? Do you even remember what happened? Yeah, I've seen stuff like phone cases with the Tate to my Violet, and I'm just sat there wondering if they've actually watched the show. I guess a lot of it is kids who like the edgy aesthetic without fully understanding the implications. Same kind of romanticization for Joker and Harley Quinn, 50 Shades, or Romeo and Juliet. Straight up any character in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They aren't my role models, but they're an amazing representation of some of my baser instincts as someone who grew up as low-income/poor in America. The Joker. Same with people who say Harley Quinn and the Joker are relationship goals. I remember when Suicide Squad came out from the theaters, a lot of couples started romanticizing it as goals. Can't blame them. The portrayal of their relationship in the movie was just a tip of a bad iceberg. Not exactly the same, but I know a guy who said watch the Ted Bundy tapes. It's what I think about during sex, and that had the same effect. That's not slowly back away. That's run Forrest run. This just made me want a part of that movie where Forrest unwittingly inspires Ted Bundy to start murdering women. The Punisher. Frank is a very unwell man. He represents what happens when the justice system fails. I remember reading that John Bernthal gets pissed off when fans say how much they idolize his character. Hannibal Lecter. I wouldn't slowly back away. That's a turnaround and sprint kind of character. You want to turn your back to that guy?